Hi guys, Deliamonte here with another gaming video, where today, we're back in Doki Doki, a brand new day, with this hilarious music. But don't let it fool you, this game, still a Doki Doki game, though I don't know how happy it ends up being since brand new day. This is supposed to be a happier story, but anyways, this game does feature some strong language despite that, so you guys have been warned. For those wondering, I censored it last time because I wasn't aware it was there, and so if you're fine with that, just keep that in mind, or I'll also leave a mod description link. Yeah, that's okay. A link to the game in the description for both the original game and the mod, as you need the original game to run the mod. The video tutorial is on the website with the mod link. Anyways, without further ado, we're gonna load our game. Get started. I'm dreaming again. The same dream. I hear a voice. You're doing great. You can change. I will help you. Never forget what you need to do. I will help you remember. No, that was a short dream. Okay. I wake up. My head hurts a bit. I take some painkillers to kill the pain. I get up and get ready for school. Wait for me, you meanie! Oh, there she is. I waited for over an hour at her house. She didn't answer the doorbell. She didn't even answer her cell phone either. I decided to start walking, and now she shows up. I think next time I'm going inside. Waking up is just so hard. Sometimes I just stare at the window and think to myself, why even make the effort? Okay. Hint at depression. Ay. If you want, I'll come to your room and wake you up every morning. How about that? Ew, gross. Ay. Figured as much. Jeez. Trying to be helpful, and that's the thanks I get. Are you ready to go? I've been waiting for an hour, so I guess so. Are you sure you're awake? Yes, I'm woke as F word. Okay, so I guess the language doesn't get that strong, but definitely was there last time. Alright, let's go to school. Sayori is acting strange. We both run to school. We can barely make it on time before the gates close. Club time already! Yay! I hope for more cupcakes, if it's a daily thing. Hi again, Death Emerald. Monica? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. I won't make the same mistakes like last time, Monica. What? Wait, what? Last time? What last time? My question exactly. Monica looks flustered and leaves. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I look around to see what everyone is doing. Monica and Sayori are in deep conversation about something. Yuri is engrossed in a book. I decide to walk to the closet to see what Natsuki's up to. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed at something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Are you looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! Always messing around with my stuff and never putting it back where it belongs. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone is just going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacks of books and boxes across the shelf. Manga, sweet! You read manga, right? Hell yes, I do! Manga is life. Okay. How did you know? I heard you bring it up at some point. True. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. I just stopped reading manga before I go to bed. It looks like the ink is getting stuck to my face when I fall asleep on it. Okay. This is silly already. I just started. I see. There is a lone volume manga amidst the stacks of various books on the side of one of the various shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She turns to the box of manga and slips the volume right in the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing this box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get closer to look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. I wonder if it's like Sailor Moon, but with desserts? That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's freaking awesome! Jeez. If you're gonna judge, you can do it on the other side of the glass door. She points to the classroom door. No way in hell am I judging! I've read stuff you wouldn't imagine a person like me would read. What am I saying? It was the tone of your voice. Am I not enthusiastic enough? But I'll tell you one thing, Death Emerald. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Oh. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's Mo to the extreme. I love this character and his relation to manga. He just goes from funny to hilarious. Don't just stand there. Huh? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. This is the first time I'm coming out of a closet. There will be more times. This guy. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Or my lap? Okay then. I sit on the floor. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Her expression. Don't just say that! It'll make me feel weird about it! Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Nothing weird about it to me. I didn't exactly be sitting this close to her either, but I think it's more of a plus than a minus. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming into the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flick through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's just about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Kinda reminds me of the silliness of what some older magical girl mangas I read had. Okay, grammar, but I'm sure they just Englished in the first language. Whatever. Still a good mod. Not that I read that kind of stuff. Sure. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? Of course not. Well, I guess I know what you're saying. The beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just lets... failed twice. Apparently I'm not good at English either! But that just helps you get to know the characters. I know English, don't worry. Besides, it's still entertaining. And later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's what really makes it good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Glad to hear. Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Oops. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power! What am I saying? Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but there's not a lot of baking in this manga. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's... Ay, ay, ay. Just a coincidence! I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything just because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's that impressionable. Let words come from my mouth, not random gibberish. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention he's really good at it. So am I to judge. Ah, I know this fancy art or CG image. We read for a few more minutes. We finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with something else. I always get excited when I have the convenience of any friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. Right, I remember this. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Ah, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up with them being all like, eh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? It makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I've already had a hard time trying to find any friends who can understand me for that. That's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika's kinda a jerk about it. Ugh, I can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? And if you ever have any problems, you can talk to me, okay? I'm your friend too, Natsuki. Her expression. Really? Jeez, that's enough. Are Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her, since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter. This is already hilarious. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark to contrast her usual bossy tone. But if she's not sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that for Natsuki, for whom it's rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Natsuki! Eh? Can you come here real quick? Sarah and I need to speak to you about a few things for our club activities. Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I won't take too long. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Monica. Monica. Eh? Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Whole foot, jeez. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. Just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Sure I do. Well, don't be a dummy. Take it home with you. Is that really alright? I said that because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow and we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. That got dark. By tomorrow? I'm only part way through the volume so far. Should be able to finish this and hopefully have time to speak with Natsuki tomorrow about this. Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book in my bag. When Natsuki is working with the other girls, Yuri approaches me. Thanks for keeping your promise, Death Emerald, and coming back to the club. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Hey, I read your manga. And now you're making fun of me? How dare you! Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Jeez. Natsuki finds her stuck between saying Monica and manga. Oh. Okay, more strong language. Here we go. Mother F word. Manga is literature. Damn straight. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. Come on, Natsuki. Let's talk about manga some more. Natsuki refuses to speak to me. For now. I guess I'll talk with her later then. I forgot to ask if she likes Sailor Moon. Don't worry, guys. Death Emerald always gives it his best as long as he is having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. I've messed up a word. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy. I'm surprised you even crawl out of that pile every morning. Okay, geez. Don't need to be so mean. And you almost set your house on fire once. Luckily, I was able to put it out. I didn't know you could burn water. Is that so? You are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Death Emeralds can become good friends too. Sayori? that would be nice? As usually, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's just put me into. Or she's a genius. I'll thank her later. Ah. This guy! This guy! Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? But wait, Sayori? Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, but it's really not. What to do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation! Mission go! Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So not just from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. If that's so. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl so cute without even trying? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite not reading much. Thank you, Yuri. I'll definitely read it. I took the book from Yuri's subtle hands. I think that's how you say it. Maybe I don't know English. Maybe. I should just keep going. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Well, guess I should start reading. About in 10 seconds, Yuri looks up at me. Okay, the crazy eyes are back. Hi! It's only been like a few seconds since I sat down in my seat. Our eyes make contact. Oh, sorry. It looks like Yuri's reading the same book as she gave me. Hey, isn't that the same book you gave me? Oh, it was on sale, so... Ah. Yeah, I thought it would be a good thing to get to. Alright. Well, I kind of want to know what it's about. Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Ah, that title! The most evilest of books, as far as I know. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she desperately needs to choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. How can make something that dark? That's kind of... Yuri gently giggles, and I start laughing uncontrollably suddenly. Ah, okay, hi again, crazy eyes! I didn't realize you were gonna come back. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Death Emerald? Well, it's not a bad thing, I guess. Well, no, I mean, I've read a few books like that. That's not even close to the truth. Kinda like manga. She's acting kinda strange. Maybe it's her eyes. She has pretty eyes, though. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. I'm kind of thinking that I'm hearing a lot from this before. Oh, don't worry. Don't apologize. I'm kind of into this book now. Oh? Well, that is the truth. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me from talking too much. Keep talking. I can hear you ramble for days. Oh? Okay. You know, that just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. I can listen to you forever. Now I'm the crazy one. It's a literature club, after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Do you want to talk about it some more? I guess. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book I had and pull it in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. As if I can feel a presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here. This should work, right? I'll slide my desk until it's up against Yuri and hold my book between the two of them. Ah. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it might be kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. And here we go. Yuri takes the left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, Yuri slides it under her thumb after I flip the page. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. I thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it with her own thumb. Hey Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's blunter in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. They're kind of reminiscent of your mannerisms. I see. Well, there's that. You remain silent for a moment. But to Ephemerald, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing of you to think that. But wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't really know you were so self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's cute, actually. What are you saying so suddenly? Okay, everyone, it's poem time! Jeez. I think it's time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Alright, I guess it's time to share poems. Ephemerald, you're up first. I start to recite my poem first. Oh, we have an actual poem that's not a joke! Perfect! Darkness wanders in my soul, pours out of each and every hole. I don't know what this all means, but let it end now. Exit scene. Okay. That kind of a reminiscent of the transition. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. If you're at rock bottom, there's no other way to go than up, right? I better start climbing then. Across the room, Sarah and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging pieces of paper during their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Right, they don't like each other's styles. Forgot about that. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? You're missing the point. I know that. I just meant a language, I guess? I was trying to say something nice. You may have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. Oh yeah, Natsuki doesn't like this if I recall. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. Ephemerald did too. I don't think I've read it. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Ephemerald liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Again, I don't think I read yours either. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just Gemra's... Blah. Why can't I talk today? Maybe you're just jealous that Death Emerald appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? Oh, okay. Here we go. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew 2 sizes too big as soon as Death Emerald started showing up. Jeez. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... Nat. Oh, it's hilarious. This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Well, I'm screwed. No escape now. Death Emerald. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Death Emerald. But wait! There's a reason I have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey our complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not necessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Death Emerald? Well? Yeah, I'm doomed. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I'm an expert on writing. But screw it, let's do this. Of course it's going to be. What? Okay. I love this. Nut up or shut up. You know what? Natsuki glares at me menacingly, while Yuri's expression is so defenseless. What the hell am I going to do now? And it hits me. And... Natsuki, Yuri! Oh. It's not nut up or shut up. Darn it! I know this is strange for me to say, but you guys are friends. New friends, sure, but still friends. You don't need to fight and bicker with one another. Friends are wonderful people who have differences and can respect one another for those differences and opinions. Natsuki's poem I read today hit me hard. It's amazing how people can only really try, they try, and they try. This poem is amazing because how skillfully misleading the message is with the bread and the raccoon. Everyone's so talented, while my skills are subpar. So why are we fighting again? Because, well, Sarah jumps in on the conversation. Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. I see, Ori. You're not helping, but whatever. You're still the best character. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Jeez. Sayori? Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Same as me. My jaw drops to the ground. Did you just say what I heard you say? This video has dragged on for quite a while now. I was going to try to get through the day, but that doesn't seem possible at this point, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching. I'm the Deadly Emerald. If you enjoyed this episode of Doki Doki, a brand new day, don't forget to like, subscribe, and the little bell button, turn off for next week's video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a grand day.